Ever wonder what the true key to a fulfilling life is? The pursuit of happiness has occupied philosophers and individuals for centuries. Today, we re-delving into the profound yet simple wisdom of Epicurus, an ancient Greek philosopher whose ideas on happiness might just change your perspective. Epicurus lived from 341 to 270 BC, a time of great intellectual ferment in Greece following the death of Alexander the Great. He founded his own school of philosophy, known as the Garden, which welcomed people from all walks of life, regardless of social standing or gender. Unlike some of his contemporaries who emphasized virtue or political engagement, Epicurus focused on achieving a life of pleasure, but not in the way you might think. His philosophy was often misunderstood then and now as promoting hedonism and excessive indulgence. However, a closer look at his surviving fragments reveals a much more nuanced and insightful understanding of happiness. Epicurus' philosophy centers around the idea that pleasure is the greatest good, but he distinguishes between different types of pleasure. He believed that the absence of pain and disturbance is the highest form of pleasure, rather than the active pursuit of sensual gratification. This state of tranquility, known as ataraxia, is achieved through the avoidance of unnecessary desires and the cultivation of simple pleasures. For Epicurus, the key to happiness wasn't found in extravagant wealth, power, or fame, but in the appreciation of the simple things in life: friendship, good conversation, and a healthy, moderate lifestyle. One of the central tenets of Epicureanism is the importance of reducing anxiety. Epicurus identified several sources of anxiety that plague humanity, including fear of the gods, fear of death, and the pursuit of unnecessary desires. To alleviate these fears, he offered a rational and scientific worldview. He argued that the gods, if they exist, are too distant and unconcerned with human affairs to warrant our fear. Similarly, he reasoned that death is simply the cessation of sensation and therefore nothing to be feared. After all, when we exist, death does not, and when death exists, we do not. Epicurus also emphasized the importance of prudence, which he considered the foundation of all virtues. Prudence, in this context, means making wise choices that lead to long-term happiness, even if it requires foregoing immediate gratification. This involves careful consideration of the consequences of our actions and the cultivation of self-control. It also means understanding our own needs and limitations and not striving for things that are beyond our reach or that would ultimately cause us more pain than pleasure. Friendship was another essential component of Epicurus' philosophy. He believed that having close, supportive friends is one of the greatest sources of happiness. True friendship provides not only companionship, but also a sense of security and belonging. Friends can offer us comfort in times of trouble, help us to overcome our fears, and provide valuable feedback and support. For Epicurus, the bonds of friendship were more valuable than any material possession. So, what are the key takeaways from Epicurus? Fragments. First, happiness is not about indulging in every possible pleasure, but about minimizing pain and anxiety. Second, simple pleasures like friendship, good conversation, and a healthy lifestyle are more valuable than wealth or fame. Third, prudence and self-control are essential for making wise choices that lead to long-term happiness. Fourth, understanding the nature of reality and reducing our fear of the unknown can greatly enhance our well-being. Epicurus' philosophy offers a timeless and practical guide to living a happier and more fulfilling life. By focusing on what truly matters, reducing anxiety, cultivating simple pleasures, and building strong relationships, we can create a life of tranquility and contentment, regardless of external circumstances. His emphasis on rational thinking and self-awareness remains remarkably relevant in our complex and often stressful modern world. Take some time to reflect on your own sources of happiness and anxiety. Are you pursuing things that truly bring you joy, or are you chasing after empty promises? By embracing the wisdom of Epicurus, you can unlock the secrets to a happier, more meaningful life. Thanks for joining us on Ace Book Talk today. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful book recommendations and philosophical explorations. What books on happiness or philosophy do you want us to discuss next? Let us know in the comments.